Hi guys, so I'm here with my favourites video for September. I actually can't believe, I know we say this a lot, but I actually can't believe that we're at the end of September. Like, what actually happened to September? It seems like we blinked and it went by. I have a lot of random favourites for September, quite a bit, so I'll try not to make this video too long. As always, I'll start off with books. I had a kind of not a bad reading month for September, but I liked most of the books that I read, but there was nothing really, I don't think that there was a new standout favourite for me in the month. I did reread The Fault in Our Stars. That's why I say there's not like a new standout favourite. But I listened to the audio version, and this is the version that is actually read by John Green. I absolutely love The Fault in Our Stars, as you guys know. And if you get the chance to listen to the audiobook read by John Green, it's really, 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 really good. Like, I love it. So yeah, I reread that. Well past time, I think, that I have listened to the audio before. It's not the first time I've listened to that. But yeah, it was nice to revisit one of my favourite books. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that. And I'd say out of all the other books that I read, my favourite would be Four Letter Word by J. Daniels. I really am enjoying J. Daniels. She's kind of like a new to me author. I read her whole Alabama summer series, I think not last month but the month before, and so this is revisiting her Dirty Deeds series, because I've read them kind of out of sync. I read this one, Bad for You, because each book is sort of, you know, stands on their own, but this is the first book in that series, and I really, really enjoyed it. I do think Bad for You was better, and the next book in that series, what is that one called? Hit the Spot. I'm kind of tentative about picking up, because the main guy character is this main guy character, I can't speak, his best friend, and I don't really like him in this book, so I'm a bit tentative to pick that one up. But I really, really enjoyed this one. It's sort of contemporary adult new adult romance, and I did really enjoy it. They're very funny. So yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Another favourite is, of course, again, my acrylic nails. I'm really loving all the colours that I'm picking each time I go to the nail salon. So this is the colour, as you can see, like I'm probably going to need infills fairly soon, but it's like a dark purple colour with a purpley glitter on top, but I don't know if you're going to see very well, but the purpley glitter also has some like pale purpley, almost blue in it. Really, really, really love this colour. So yeah, another favourite this month movie wise was Deadpool 2. I finally watched that. Shay and I watched it together, and I thought it was really, really good. I thought it was as sort of good as the first one. A lot of like twists in there that, you know, I hadn't sort of expected. I was like, but it was also really funny. Yeah, really, really, really enjoyed that movie. I've also really been loving, sort of at the end of last month and then all through September, I've been loving American Horror Story. Like, I am really, really late to that bandwagon. I've literally started from season 1. I've now just finished watching Asylum, so I'm going to be moving on to Coven. But I've become hooked. I don't know what's taken me so long to watch it, but I've also got other people hooked on it that have never watched it before since I started watching it. So yeah, I've really, really been enjoying that. It's really creepy. Yeah, love it. So I'm going into October. I'm still going to be watching that, so perfect sort of for Halloween month. Perfume wise, I am still loving, I know this was in my favourites last month, but I'm still loving Joy by Dior. Like, it's one of the only perfumes I've been wearing, really. As you can see, like, I have used a lot of it already, like a third of the bottle already. It's just a really nice perfume. I feel like it, you know, when you find a perfume that just sort of goes well with you, if you know what I mean. I just love that it's not, I mean, I'm a big fan of perfume. I like a lot of different perfumes. I've got perfumes that are really strong. I've got perfumes that are not so strong. I've got perfumes that are fruity, that are sweet, that are musky. You know, I've got all different kinds of perfumes. But I've really, really been enjoying this one. It's just a bit more of a subtle perfume for me. Like, I can still smell it on myself, but it's not, I don't want to use the word overbearing because that makes it sound like the other perfumes that I wear are overbearing. But you know, when it just seems to settle on you really nicely. So as you can see, I've used a lot of that. But I have also been really enjoying the Juicy Couture perfume Rara Rouge. Looks like this. I don't have any other Juicy perfumes. I picked this one up sort of at random in Boots, and this is sweet, very sweet, and I think it's got pineapple in it somewhere. Completely different to Joy, but every time I wear this one, my mum goes, "You smell amazing, what are you wearing?" And I say, "It's the Juicy one." And there's been several times when my mum in particular has gone, "You smell amazing." And it's this. But yeah, completely different to Joy. But that's basically when I've not been wearing Joy, I've been wearing this one. So yeah, really been enjoying that one as well. Bit of a random one, and it's this Miracle Balm, Purple Tree Papaya Miracle Balm. Now, I've nearly completely run out of this. I've bought myself a backup. Now, I suffer with extremely dry, chapped lips. I'm always using lip balm. I try and take care of my lips, but still, I really suffer with just chapped, dry lips. It's awful. And I also get sort of a dry eczema patch just here, and it bugs the absolute crap out of me because it's so annoying, and I feel like it's glaringly obvious and people stare at it. I hate it so much, and it gets to the point sometimes where it's actually sore. It doesn't matter what I put on it. I put hydrocortisone cream on it, doesn't matter what. This has helped a lot. It's a miracle balm that you can use on dry and irritated lips and skin, and I definitely find if it's sore and I put this on, it takes the pain of it away very quickly. So as you can see, I've literally pretty much, the dregs are in this tube, but I've bought myself a backup of this, and I am going to go back to the pharmacy and pick up another backup of this. They do it in lots of different sort of scents. This scent is papaya. The backup that I've bought is pomegranate, but they also do like aloe, coconut, and like shea butter, I think. So I am going to try and go back. This wasn't expensive, it was like $1.99. So I do want to go back and pick up another sort of backup of that, because I found it very helpful. And I think with the colder weather coming as well, because that's the thing, like with my dry and cracked like lips and this dry patch, I get it sort of through all seasons. It doesn't matter if it's summer, winter, I will just get this thing, and it's so annoying because it's the sort of thing you expect to have in the winter. You don't expect to have that in the summer. But there we go. Sort of another skincare favourite. I meant to mention this last month and it completely slipped my mind, and I don't know how because I absolutely love it. And it's this eSpa 24-hour balancing moisturiser. It's an oil balancing moisturiser. I do have, for the main part, oily skin. I get this dry bit here, but for the most part the rest of my face is very oily, and you know, I try and take care of my skin, but I've not, every time I try and moisturise, I find a moisturiser that's too thick, and I end up feeling like my pores are clogged, and it ends up making me feel more oily. In August, Shay and I had a spa day. I've never had a spa day before, neither had he, but I booked it as kind of like a treat because we were both like stressed out and we wanted a nice little treat. So I had a spa day for the first time ever. So uncomfortable. I was like, what the hell do I do at this spa day? But anyway, we booked a massage, which was amazing, and also a facial, and it was amazing. I was like, oh my god, but what is my skin gonna do? And then the lady afterwards, I found her very helpful, and I didn't feel like she was trying to sell me products anyway. But when she was doing my facial, she had asked me sort of, you know, do I moisturize? And I was honest, I was like, no. And I said, why? And then she said to me afterwards, something like this would be very good for my skin because it's made for oily skin, and it's supposed to help balance yours without making you too dry. Because the problem is, if you have oily skin, and if you don't actually moisturize, your body then will end up producing more oil, so it's kind of like a vicious cycle. But this is what it comes in. It's in a little jar, and I love doing this with my acrylic nails. Like, Like literally, I love doing that. And it's got like chamomile and lavender and things in it, and it smells like a spa. Shay hates the smell of it. I love it. I find it very soothing. I use it at night. I don't put it on in the morning. I do my skincare at night. And where it's got sort of lavender and chamomile, it just sort of is a nice sort of relaxing thing to do before bed. And I do think that this has helped my skin a lot. Since I've been using that, I have got properly into a skincare routine at night. So if I'm wearing makeup, I take my makeup off with, like, you know, my cellar water, then I have a shower, sort of wash my face, and then I cleanse again with a different sort of cleanser, then I use my toner, and then I do that, and I do that sort of religiously now every night. And I have noticed for the most part my actual skin feels healthier. I have had flare-ups of acne and things like that, but that's sort of more stress related than actual sort of, you know, my skin. So yeah, on the most part, I feel like my skin is definitely feeling better, and it's since sort of using that moisturiser and getting a proper skincare routine going. Another sort of lotion and potion is this. I picked this up towards the end of the month. It is a Mickey Mouse hand cream. This at the moment is in Boots with like their Christmas range. It's just too cute, and it's supposed to smell of vanilla, and I suppose it does, but it reminds me of something else, but I absolutely love it. It's quite a thick hand cream, so I use it sparingly sort of around my cuticles. But yeah, I love that. Makeup related, I have this again. I picked this up sort of towards the end of the month, and it's a Makeup Revolution highlighter, and it is part of their Halloween collection, so they don't have it all the time, but it has this sort of skull on it, and it has a green shift to it. I don't know if it will come off very well on camera, to be honest, but it is like a blinding in your face kind of highlighter. But I love highlighter, as I've told you guys before, and this one is just absolutely blinding. But even if it's too blinding here, like, I would still wear it, but you know, you've got to be going sort of out for that kind of thing. Like, it's literally like pow in your face. Even if it wouldn't go with like a look to wear on the cheekbones, I think it would still be stunning, even on the lid as an eye colour or an inner corner highlight, because it is blinding. I do have a couple of other favourites, but I don't have them in front of me. Well, one of them is this. Oh, I can't get it. Is this here? I picked this up in TK Maxx the other day. I have been looking for like one of these for ages, and it's a Hocus Pocus light. So I have that on my shelf. I've wanted one ever since last year. My friend Charlie from Duvet Day Devours, she found one also in TK Maxx, and I'm pretty sure her one said, "I put a spell on you," and I looked like for ages last year trying to find the same one or similar, and I couldn't find one. And then I went into TK Maxx the other day and they had that one. I thought, brilliant, it goes amazingly with my new shelves, which is another favourite for September. I told you there's loads of them. This bookshelf here is new. It is exactly the same shelf as this one, so they both match now, whereas before it was a different shelf, and it was an old shelf, and it was like bowing with the weight of the books, and it was awful. Whereas now they match, and I've had like a nice play around moving books around and trying to make the shelves look nice. It's an ongoing progress like thing, but absolutely loving that. And I also have like a few, I say, fashion favourites, but I bought a couple of items this month that I absolutely love. I'll insert pictures of them because they're sort of all over the place and I've got so much crap in front of me already. The first one is a leather jacket, and it's a mustard yellow jacket. And I picked this up in Sainsbury's. I absolutely love it. I'm all about sort of the autumnal colours right now. You know, the mustards, the greens, the purples, the burgundies, the burnt oranges. I'm all about it. And then very similarly is a scarf that I picked up in New Look. Again, it's like a mustard colour. Just absolutely love this. I walked past New Look, saw it in the window, and I was like, want that. So that's, I pulled myself into New Look to specifically just buy that scarf, and that's all I came out there with, was that scarf. And then the last favourite for September, guys, is a pair of boots. I absolutely love these. I've worn them. They're so comfortable. Normally I have to like break in a pair of boots, particularly if they are heeled boots. I find that they start to rub, etc, etc. These were like just so comfortable instantly. They're like a, as you can see, like a burgundy purpley kind of colour. I love the detailing sort of on the boot itself, but it's got a little bit of glitter on it. They are so beautiful. I love them just so much. They are just perfect for me, and I picked them up in Deutschmann. I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but it's like a chain of shoe shops, and I got them suede protected and everything. Oh, I just, excuse my language, but I fucking love them so much. So yeah, that's everything, all my favourites for this month, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, quite a lot. I talked for way longer than I wanted to, but yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you all soon.